Yo, guys, it's your boy Bash Brother 1. If you don't know me, I go by the name of John as well. A lot of you guys are starting to call me by my first name. That's dope, it's cool. I'm okay with it. Bash Brother 2's been active on the Discord in voice chat. His name is Drew. Bash Brother 3, where are you? The kinds of rhymes, eh? I kind of nailed that. So, ladies and gentlemen, the people that know me, Whiteout Survival, at the end of all my podcasty stuff, I'll give you an update of my thoughts about the Whiteout Survival because I'm trying to bring in new viewership, not just y'all. I love y'all. Thank you very much, YouTube, Discord fam. You guys are dope. Hopefully, trying to make a Spotify fam. So, what is this podcast for? Terminology, mobile gaming, PC gaming, and I'm just going to go right into terminology about the game. Um, Mobile gaming first, an instant hit. Does anyone know what an instant hit is? Most of you guys plays mobile games, you guys know, and this is a tactic that whales use quite a bit. A pest comes and starts attacking people, or someone across the map is attacking people, and you don't want to teleport. You have these items, these 50% march speed ups, 100% march speed ups, 25% march speed ups. You can use them. But did you know if you use so many of those speed ups, if they're a 10-minute march away and you do 50%, it drops to 5 minutes. Then another 50%, 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Whales will just keep clicking that button, and it doesn't matter if they're using gems, diamond, gold, whatever game you're playing, the player stands no chance. They're instantly hit across the map. It's happened to me when I was playing The Walking Dead Survivors, and it's kind of dope, man. It's a good experience. If it ever happens to you, yeah, it sucks. You had no time to react. I avoided one. So what I did, I jumped immediately when I knew it was under attack. I knew a big dog was coming for me. I just moved over to the next little piece, just the 4 by tile, jumped over. When I jumped over, the buddy's second march hit me where I stood. So his second march was still stronger than all my other marches. It was pretty dope experience. Shout out to State 290 in the Walking Dead Survivors. That's what it been. All their servers are mashed up. Talking about the Walking Dead Survivors, I did a poll live, and I'm gonna put a bug in his ear. I want some PvP real bad, and Whiteout Survival is not gonna get me that. So I only want to do for like 60, 90 days. I just want to play The Walking Dead Survivors with a couple players, and we're not investing money into the game. We're just going to joke around, have some fun, and just play the game, see what it's like. I'm going to revisit The Walking Dead Survivors, and each season is about 30 to 45 days. Season 2 is a common map, and people are going to be attacking each other. So I want to find a date for that. So anyone that's interested, find me on Discord. Bash Sister 1 can do it. Yes, guys, let's go back to Dino Nuggies, Primal Conquest, Dino Era. Our boys, Sparty, Bash Brother 2, Shadow, all these guys, like we met some sweet people. The coolest thing about Dino Nuggies, we met some pretty sweet people inside the game itself. They're always live on Discord on voice, almost like every night they seem to be, which is dope. Briz City, he's like a brick. So he sounds some more North American boys developing a little gaming community for mobiles, which is going to really help us move on. So Primal Conquest, Dino Era, Sparty of all people, he set up Evil 1, 2, 3, 4. I think there's 4 evils in server 9, and Evil won the center already. You're like, that's already happened that quick? Yes, so Primal Conquest, the center battle happens really quick. It looks like it's going to be safer state already there, which is nuts. Like this game just released in March and they already got safer state. So if you're looking for something like high paced and not like, getting state for state where everyone's maxed out, maybe that game's for you. The only downside of that game is you cannot zoom out of the map. So some of you guys that don't know me, you guys are like, this guy's just talking about mobile gaming. Yes, I talk a lot about mobile gaming. That's where most of my gaming experience the past 3 or 4 years came from. I did play a lot of real-time strategy games. So another terminology, RTS, real-time strategy. What's that even mean? Play in real time and you have to adjust. You have to adjust to what your opponents are doing. So if you guys are just learning all this, these are games like original Warcraft, StarCraft 2. Man, I just fired up. Last night I should have been making the podcast, but instead I was playing StarCraft 2. And man, do I suck. Like four versus four. I was trying my best, and I was actually competing against my teammates because I wanted to have higher resource gathering, higher troop production. I didn't even care about killing units so much because I could at least defend and help my teammates out, but I was finishing last. So the hotkeys really matter a lot. Using a keyboard really matters a lot. So boys, that's a very competitive game. A lot of people talk about like first-person shooter, FPS. RTS games are crazy. Age of Empires is one of those. There's tons of them. Civilization, but Civilization, I believe, I haven't played it in a long time, is TBS, so turn-based strategy. So you take a turn, they take a turn. Doesn't matter if it's like kind of Risk, so board game. So TBS, turn-based strategy. I'm only saying these terminologies because when you guys start hearing me spouting this off later on, hopefully you understand what I'm saying. Hopefully I remember what I'm saying because sometimes, guys, I have quite a few beverages. Tonight is a Saskatoon berry iced tea. That's right. I ran out of Pilsner. It happens. As a Saskatchewan boy, I ran out of Pilsner, and now I'm drinking. It's Lucky Bastard though. So this is actually from Saskatchewan. So I don't feel like I'm cheating on my pill. All right. Finally, the turn-based strategy in Nether game. It gave me a headache earlier today, and I probably shouldn't have jumped on it because I'd probably be more prepared to have my episode for you guys earlier. I played Millennia. It's a turn-based strategy game. I'm still not sure of it yet, so I'm not going to produce any content yet on the game. There's a lot to this game though. So for $50 on Steam, anyone that likes these type of games, there's a bunch to explore. Single player alone, then you can create your own server, and it looks like you can just join servers, public servers, or possibly in the future, it looks like it's just gonna be like um, actual matchmaking. So hopefully player ranks can actually fight against the right proper players. So Millennia is what I just downloaded. If you want, we can try a server together. I just don't know how much I like this game, so it could be like Primal Conquest, where I'm only going to play it here and there. Primal Conquest, I did log on today because I lost a bet. Apparently, Bashcast 1 is calling other people cute, which is all right. But Sparty, man, don't don't make me call you a liar and then just dupe me into playing a game that I'm not sure if I want to play. Um, Today I went live. I played Whiteout Survival's the Frostmine event, which any of you guys on WS, I'm gonna cut the video and show you guys what happens if you boost when I'm playing Frostmine, because I think boosting on Frostmine is ridiculous. You're wasting your gems. Don't do it. You're not that strong, honestly. There's no way. Like anyone that's matchmaking versus me on Frostmine, you're not as strong as you want. Keep those speed ups, I mean those gems, keep those boosts for later on. Eventually the fights will come and you're gonna need all those boosts. So stop doing it. If everyone just stopped boosting, then we all would just be like, you know, it's like you want to win easier. We've had no competition in WS, so stop it. Anyone that doesn't know what boosting is, it means using items to increase your stats, okay? So when I say boost, it means like adding a 20% attack, 10% attack, 20% defense, 20% health. It's just increasing your stats. So that's what boosting means. When I was also live today, and it was the attempt at episode 2, but this is the episode 2. Sea of Conquest. I started playing that a bit last week, and I decided to just jump on it because my BlueStacks was actually crashing. So Sea of Conquest worked. I played it. I had a ton of fun, honestly, for like 1 hour playing Sea of Conquest. I was making pirate. I was talking like a pirate, is what I could say. I was typing like a complete gamer doofus. Yo, shout out, man. Um, it's kind of interesting. It's like a lot like the typical four times strategy mobile games, but you're moving around constantly. Your base is your ship, and you're moving around everywhere. So it's not like porting all over the place. It's an interesting concept. It's like those Fallout Shelter games. You build up your ship from the bottom level, and you can upgrade your ship. Obviously, it's pay to win as well, guys. Though there's different heroes. There's a bunch of stuff happening in Sea of Conquest. I didn't like. I'm still like level 5, but I had a lot of fun today, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm probably gonna play it a bit more. Not in that server. Like I'll play it a bit more in that server to understand the game. And then if I decide to actually play the game, I might do it in a new server. It's landscape though, so anyone that doesn't like holding their phone and playing with both fingers or both thumbs, or maybe play with fingers, I don't know, maybe you're weird like that. You have to play it like that. So like Rise of Kingdom style, Clash of not Clash of Clans. Clash of Clans was horizontal, I believe. What's the one? Call of Dragons. So it's like that type, but it's not like strategy. The troops so far isn't like that, but the ships might be like that. Um, Talking about Rise of Kingdoms, Call of Dragons, I am looking for people to join the Discord because I want to set something up. I part of Age of Empires mobile Discord, and the rumors are August is complete global release for the game, so everyone's gonna get it. But if you're an early access mobile game player like myself, it sounds like North America, UK, Europe will all have access by June. So this June, I want to create Evil in Age of Empires, and I want to take it a bit more serious. Well, you know me, when it comes to evil, when it's evil, I like to be on top of the leaderboards, but I feel like there's going to be an opportunity for a lot of PvP. A game like Age of Empires isn't going to be like a PvE aspect. It's going to be a lot of battling going on. So person versus person, real time strategy, 4 times mobile, but it's also pay to win. So if you want to be competitive, you have to play it a lot. So just the heads up, ladies and gentlemen. Another thing, I'm looking for you guys to join Discord. We need Call of Duty Zombie Squad. I am not ready for first person shooters, but I can play some Call of Duty. So anyone that wants to play Call of Duty, get in there. Let's talk about playing these new zombies. I see it's way different than when I used to play. I played back on Xbox 360, but we need to get going on that. It's not. I'm not going to be making content with it. We're just going to be talking live on Discord. We're just going to have a good time, get to know each other. I got a ton of people from UK that want to play zombies. So times kind of don't match up for us, but we'll make something work because literally it's almost midnight here. I'm making a podcast so I can play it like I can play at 5 or 6 in the morning just to get a zombie matching with you guys. That's cool. It's about growing the community. Real quick shout out to the Montreal Canadiens here. Oh, I always put it from the wrong side. So I got Carey Price right behind me, but Juraj Slavkovsky got his first hat trick tonight. Shout out to Austin Matthews, 66 goals, which is crazy, and Ovechkin, 18 seasons with 30 goals. That's unreal. There's a lot of goal scoring happening right now, and yeah, whatever. I give props to the Toronto Maple Leaf player, but you got to just recognize good players, ladies and gentlemen. Um, Unique Discord link is going to be in the descriptions. I made one, so it's just like discord.gg/Bash Brothers Gaming. Make it a little bit easier. Everyone keeps asking for a link. That link is permanent. You can share it with as many people as you want. And that way we kind of just like can grow this community together. And guys, let me know what games you guys are playing. I need to know some. It helps not only in content, but it helps like my OCD. I can't stay on one game until I love the game. I've like, man, it's not that I won't play a game for a long time. I played The Walking Dead Survivors for about 2 years, and I'm moving on Whiteout Survival in 2 years. Beer break, delicious. So jumping to the Whiteout Survival, we're already summing up. We're almost at 20 minutes here, 15 minutes mark. Whiteout Survival released some news. It would normally typically make me go live and drop a lot of F bombs. Okay, the news isn't great for State 1. The news might be great for you guys. The news is great for dying states. And I did get a weird message today from a player that really haven't talked to since state transfers a while ago. I'm not going to shout out his name, um, but the coolest thing about that is he's started messaging me and he said, "Bro, we got to do something together. You might see something a bit more about this." But he's like, we gotta like unite and strike on WS. It's come too far. I think this guy's a bit too late talking about uh, doing a little strike. Who knows anymore? about a Whiteout Survival strike. It's not going to happen. This is like the number one global grossing game. They're going to keep pushing their agenda. So what I'm upset about, they did a Japan 2024 offline meeting. Cool, cool. I get it. They're Asia. It's easy for them. Century Games is based out of China. It just makes sense. They're done Taiwan, Japan. I can't remember their first one. They did. They're basically hammering all South Asia. Now with the Japan, there was a question asked. What are the future developments, directions, and plans? Currently, the team is working hard to provide Chiefs with more new, exciting gameplay experiences. Confirmed content. So this is confirmed content coming. Opening of the island discovered by expedition team. You can freely build your own new base. I think we could see this coming April 20th. 420, guys, blaze up. It's gonna happen around that date. Just quickly look. It's gonna be a Monday, so April 22nd we can expect it. April 15th could be state transfers. If it's not state transfers, the only reason why it's not state transfers, they got to get server ones to server like 9 on the same. Um, how would I say this? We need to be on the same server age. So heroes, fire crystals need to match up. So fire crystal level 10 is probably gonna match up shortly for server 1 to server 5 at least. Yes, I said Fire Crystal 10, it's coming. It could be April 15th, right after King of Icefield, or it could be April 22nd, along with the new island they're talking about. Another thing that's coming out this month will be the Alliance competition, where Alliance members can accumulate points through daily activities to showcase their strength of the Alliance. Alliance Mobilization point 2.0 kind of sounds like that. Maybe it's going to be like, hey, if you do your daily missions, you get higher. So it's going to tell you what states are kind of active, or at least which top alliances are active. So it could tell you, who's really active on the leaderboards, which is kind of cool in a way, but it's not something we're really pushing for. We're pushing for PvP content. We want wars. We don't want more PvE content. Here's the big thing. I told you guys this like back in September. I got told that there's going to be server merge of inactive servers to revitalize states and alliances. That's a big kick in the nuts to us active servers. Yes, I am saying state one is active. We basically are saying lead states will not get server merges. So they're going to start merging ordinary states together, and maybe they'll become more lead states. But you know what I don't like about that is a bunch of ordinary states are going to get these wars that these lead states are begging for and wanting because we're bored. If that's the case, why not just grab a bunch of lead states and group them together and start doing matchmaking with them? And after matchmaking, when stuff goes a bit inactive, start doing server merges or server transfers between lead states. If you drop to an ordinary state, you should get dropped out of a bracket. If you want to move up a bracket, you can server transfer to a higher bracket, a lower bracket, whatever works. It should be starting to go on competition rather than, hey, listen, you got new content. We're at 550 days plus of this game. It's a little bit ridiculous. Here's where it's kind of like, okay, I'm not sure if I can go to Q&A for Whiteout Survival. I don't think I'll get asked. I dropped too many F-bombs. They probably don't want any hostility. But are there any plans for future additions such as new heroes, new hero design skins, castle skins, and heroes? That is kind of a joke, man. No one's asking for that. We already know that you guys are making new heroes. We already know that you guys drop new skins every 30 to 45 days. Why would anyone put their hand up about new heroes? So maybe the people sitting there like, will you show us the new heroes? No one cares, man. Any collaborative events planned for the future? Plans in place, but we're still processing of exploring directions for collabs. If players have any favorite anime or manga, please let us know. So maybe they're looking for like a collaboration, kind of like what not League of Legends, Lords of Mobile just had King Kong on their game. So maybe there's trying to make some type of collab to like Naruto or if Dragon Ball Z, all of a sudden if Goku's in this game, I don't know what to say. Like he's probably going to be a legendary player and he's going to cost a lot of money. So be careful what you wish for, people. Um, Provide specific details regarding timing of state transfers and state merge. There's no set start times or periods for state transfers and state merges. We dynamically adjust based on activity levels of each server and event schedules. I don't know, guys. Like, I'm not sure if you guys are extremely happy with it. I like, you know, at least there's more meetups and more things are kind of leaking. I might have lost a couple of you guys who have no idea about Whiteout Survival, but this comes down to like kind of example of all mobile games. Eventually, things start to die down. So they got to try things. They got to motivate us. We got to stay motivated. So that's why I'm gonna jump back to the Discord. You don't spend all your time playing 100 days, 200 days, or 300 days of mobile gaming to walk away with nothing. Some of you guys are going to invest thousands of dollars into it. So set up a Discord or join our Discord and just like get to know people, because at the end of it, these friendships that you make will be worth whatever you invest. Yes, $1,000, $2,000. Imagine yourself being from UK, being from Germany, and you fly to Canada, and Bash Brother One picks you up at Calgary Airport and says, "Hey, bro, let's go have some beers mountainside." That experience there, you're getting a local, like it's from friendship though. So like if I don't know you, I'm not gonna come pick you up, but you get to know some people on Discord. You get to know their real lives. You get to know their families. You get to know their interests, like hockey. There's a lot of cool things that can happen. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's another quick 20-minute Bash Brother podcast, Bash Brother Gaming podcast. We're gonna name this thing. I gotta put some. Someone did shotgun podcast because I might shotgun. I was doing shots early, so I don't know. It'll be Bash Brothers Shotgun Podcast. We'll have to figure something out. I want to name it, and we'll put that on Discord as well. Another thing that we've been doing is playing the Discord games, and I plan to do for giveaways a Discord gaming event where 10 players, 100 players, not sure, will be fighting for a purse of cash money. So depending on how many players will depend on what the money we're all fighting for. So the top 50% are safe if they win the event or the game. The other 50% are up and they got to fight again. 50%, 50%, till we're down to like, eliminating people. And this might continue we could do this on a weekend. We could do this over a course of a month. We're just developing it right now. So if you're interested in that, go to the giveaway channel on Discord and say, yo, man, I seem really interested in this, especially if you can speak English. That is dope because we'll use it and we'll make content with it. So I appreciate that, y'all. Yeah, man, I just seen someone tipped $50. So I much appreciate that. I missed that completely. So thank you, Kitty. A $50 tip today, super chat. That was unreal. I completely missed that today. So you made it on the podcast. Cheers. Everyone, have a good one. And I'll see you in a week, Spotify.